Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Mitch Moss along with Paulie Howard. We are live in downtown Las Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. Football season is here, baby. We are loaded today for the next 3 hours. Brett Ciancia on the program in 30 minutes. Pick 6 previews his look at Week 1 games. Kelly Stewart on the program in 90 minutes. She watched her beloved Wildcats lose in person in Dublin over the weekend. She's going to join the program. We'll talk some Big 12 with her and Stanford Steve on the program a little bit later on. Welcome in to those of you watching on YouTube TV, listening on Sirius XM channel 158, or whichever radio station across this great country you're tuning in to today. Paulie, good to be back from vacation today. How are you?
Good. All right, my man. Good to see you. All right. Feeling good?
Okay, so
We are officially back when we run pitch play in the rain from the 1 yard line.
not quite. Yeah. So that, and also
We are back.
Here we are. We talk about it all off season. It's like we grind through the golf and baseball, and we're like, let's hit the fast forward button to football. Let's get it here. We finally do. Everybody stoked for Farmageddon. And Paulie, 3 minutes into the game, a kid for K-State decides, you know what? I know the heat's coming on me right now. I have like 3 guys within 2 yards of me, but I'm going to try to field this punt at my 8-yard line.
That too.
And
Yep.
it's just like, what are we doing here? And then you fast forward to the Hawaii game, and their first kickoff that they were going to return, fair catch, let me grab it at the 1 yard line. Result, touchdown goes the other way. One play later on, you're like, yeah, it's very early for a lot of these teams.
Yep.
But you can expect a lot of this crap probably early on.
Yeah. It was sloppy early on, but it was a great way to start the season, and we saw a lot of miscues, and Frank Reich lost his mind.
Oh, boy, did he ever.
Yep, Stanford should have won that game, but we had everything early on, and we also had a huge, almost had a huge upset as UNLV was on the road. I couldn't believe it. We were on the air, I don't know what, Thursday or Friday, and the line 26.5 up to 30.5, and it wouldn't stop. And here they are. They almost lose the game as a 30-point favorite.
Well, they allowed that many yards per play. They allowed more than 500 yards on defense, and they also had 4 interceptions on defense.
Yeah.
So think about everything that took place against a team that they're favored by, taking money, like you said, up to 30-plus points before the game kicked off as a favorite, and it was a total abomination for the defense. So that is certainly something that you want to make note of, and you fast forward their opponent now this coming week, Sam Houston, also in action.
Right. They actually look good offensively. I was surprised.
Had a couple of nice runs.
Yeah.
Also a scoop and score. Eventually could not cover against Western Kentucky, but my biggest takeaway was, oh my God, UNLV is going to be playing in shootouts here at the beginning of the year. Like every game. Offensively, they're going to be fine, but defensively, to allow that to Idaho State, let's like circle that, and I know the total moved in this game, for UNLV and Sam Houston State. It bumped up a little bit from the opening number, but I still think it's maybe a little bit too low.
How much do you penalize the team, right? How much do you adjust the power rating? Or just say it's one game, it happens, you're going to get weird results? Because UNLV was docked and penalized. They're down to 10.5 in that game. You pointed out the move on the total and what happened in the Hawaii game. I mean, Hawaii did not look good at all, even though they got the win. But good job by Brad Powers, who said that game was going to move. And now that's up to 8. Is that 18 now?
Well, in the summertime, Arizona was 10.5.
Right.
And he said, get on that because it's going to go up. And there's no real end in sight for Hawaii playing against Arizona this week. And I think rightfully so. You're spot on with that. They never should have won the game. Good for them. They did. And I got to be honest. I mean, I watched a lot of the coverage from Tim Murray, Matt Humans, and the entire crew out in Honolulu. It was spectacular. Tip of the cap to everybody involved there for Tim and Matt to pull that off and the entire network to go out there. And there they are at the Sheraton on Waikiki Beach doing the show on Saturday, and they kept panning to that shot, showing the entire area. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal.
Best backdrop ever.
No kidding.
The history of the company. 17.5 out there now. 17.5 on the game. Yep.
So I totally agree with the line move. Now, 17.5 might be a little bit It might be a little bit too high. But again, keep this in mind that Stanford had, in this game, they had a 20-play, 85-yard touchdown drive. It took up almost 10 minutes of game time. They ran the ball on 15 of those 20 plays. They got the ball right back, 4 plays, 61 yards. They ran the ball 3 times. Took 6 minutes off the clock. They were up 20-17. At that point, Frank Reich decides, you know what? I'm going to change up the game plan right now. We're not going to run it. They threw it on 3 of their final 4 snaps. INT, 3 and out. That's how you lost the game.
Mm-hmm. Why aren't you calling timeouts at the end either?
Of course.
What was that all about?
And
it was just Stanford fans losing their minds. So
why are you holding on to them?
Yeah, but that's I know that doesn't make any sense. But also that's one Hawaii had to have. I mean, that's like their big Super Bowl. You're on national TV on these CBS. Everyone's watching. You haven't beat a Power 4 opponent since 2019. Got to win that game.
Well, and I think for people who bet Stanford's win total over, you had to have that one too.
Yeah,
because there's a real chance they're awful.
Yeah.
And Frank Reich, was just completely out of touch in the game. And I used to like Frank Reich with the Colts. Maybe he'll turn it around with Stanford. I don't know. Their quarterback play is absolutely atrocious.
Yes,
Paulie.
he was bad.
He's so bad.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
And that INT was just like the icing on the cake for that. But, their win total was 3.5. And if you bet that one over, you had to bank that one, I think. So how are they going to win 4 games? That's a terrible football team that we're looking at right there.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't think Hawaii's much better.
Yep. What does it say about the rest of the Mountain West, though? If UNLV is supposed to be one of the better teams to challenge Boise, San Jose State maybe? This could be a cakewalk for Boise, and Nevada's terrible. UNLV has some issues. They lost so many guys. Mullen kept repeating that. Mm-hmm. Hawaii didn't look good. San Jose State might be improved, and it could, but you're running out of teams that can challenge. And Fresno didn't look good either. So we're running out of teams here that could push Boise in the conference. And as I said to Brad Powers, if not Boise, who gets that playoff spot?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but it's set up beautifully for Boise, and it's a big one Thursday for them to start out.
Well, to your point, and I know, a lot of future talk here in the network for the last couple of months, and a lot of people don't like to tie up money when it's odds-on favorite for 3 or 4 months. To your point, what's Boise State? Fast forward here for a second. Get to that date when they're playing in the Mountain West Conference title game. What are they going to be laying? And specifically on the money line. So for those who are betting Boise State in recent weeks at minus 125 to win it, I think they have a pretty good bet in their pocket. Mm-hmm. I know you're tying up money again for a long time, but that already moved 40 cents. You're looking at it right now for the radio audience at DraftKings, are up to minus 165.
What a motley looking crew. Oh, it's bad. Look at that.
Paul, they could be laying, what's the number they might be laying here potentially?
Yeah.
In the title game.
That's what Paul Stone said in his breakdown. I have him he had him a double-digit favorite in every game but one. Because he had him a big favorite against South Florida, although that line came down. But how he power rates him, he has him a double-digit favorite in every game but the Notre Dame, and he has him a 3-touchdown favorite in half the games.
Yeah.
So that's assuming it's San Jose State, double digits. If not, if it's UNLV or somebody, look at that. If UNLV's the third choice and they look like that, okay. Fresno didn't look good. Colorado State, please forget about it. And then you're getting into the 6-7 territory with Hawaii and the bottom feeders.
Yep. I kind of thought the same thing overall, top to bottom, without a clear-cut favorite in the Big 12, watching Farmageddon.
Yeah.
I think the Big 12, and we anticipated this, right? Last year it was total chaos. The team picked to finish 16th overall in the preseason, won the whole thing. And K-State, when you look at the offense, yards per play, it was 6.7 to 4.2. They were much better offensively than Iowa State. They outgained them 383 to 313. Third down percentage, 38% to 21%, all in favor of Kansas State. My takeaway was that conference is going to be completely up for grabs, but also from Iowa State standpoint, that is going to be a team that I want to circle when they're specifically an underdog and maybe looking at unders throughout. They had 35 dropbacks in the game. 26 came with 2 tight ends, 4 dropbacks with 3 tight ends in the game. 13 of their 27 targets went to tight ends or running backs. So they're keeping it congested there at the line. They're not going to be explosive. They're not going to produce a lot of big plays this year. What they want to do is have a lot of second and short and third and manageable. And they're also going to eat a lot of clock. K-State only ran 57 plays. That was it. So I think that's a team that will control clock.
Yeah.
The other team's not going to have a lot of plays overall. And I expect them to have really low totals throughout. Now they might, against inferior competition, I can see them steamrolling them. But against teams that are kind of pick 'em or within a 3 or to 6 point spread, I think it's going to be like a college basketball team where they control the pace.
Okay. I thought that was a good job by Campbell going for it, 4th and short there.
Excellent play call.
And that was very important. The kid ruled down at the 1 as well. That worked out. They did the right thing. Take the knee, game's over, go home.
They're actually fortunate because you don't want them to score.
Yeah. You still give them a chance if you score the touchdown.
Yeah.
But then it also puts it over the total. So everything was on the line there. All right, it's here. College football and good games on Thursday. NFL right around the corner. Get our college football and NFL betting guides. Our second guide coming out, updated version NFL soon. Team previews, power ratings, betting systems, new bets, best bets. The morning email from Bill 80, every best bet, every host, every guest. Nigel's on fire in soccer. How about that? The betting splits, market insights, dog videos, full access to VSiN.com tools and pro systems. You'll love the prop analyzer. $9.99 jump on board. VSiN.com/subscribe. Get it now.
Yeah, good feeling to always have that early game back on Saturday, regardless of who is playing, regardless of the possible conditions that are going to present itself, like over in Dublin. But just to finally be here now and get to week one coming up with some of these marquee games. The schedule this coming week is awesome.
Oh, 3 top 10 matchups?
Yeah.
And then we got the hoodie a week from tonight?
Sure.
We got everything.
Gotta love this. It's going to happen. It's been happening for a long time in college football, but it's only going to continue to go down this path where they give us all these top 10 matchups in week one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Follow the Money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Up next, we will dive into week one games that we have on the betting board. Now, I made a bet on a game today that I'm going to tell you about. I missed the best number that was available yesterday, and watching the odds screen, it flashed for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes the way it felt. That number's long gone, and I think the number that I bet today might be going bye-bye as well. We'll tell you about that game and other week one marquee matchups coming up here on VSiN.
Got a good thing coming, so wait and see. It's a good.
So, Paulie, have you had a chance to read the VSiN Daily yet?
Yeah, came in at 3 a.m. What's Bill doing up that late?
Well, rumor has it, it starts off with a 12-hour meditation session.
Then he just pours himself over film and live TV, really focusing and taking it all in. Bill's in with the biggest insiders, talking trade secrets, strategies, the whole nine, absorbing the info.
And then and only then can the writing process begin.
In Las Vegas, Bill's late night becomes your early morning. Wake up to the very latest betting insights in your inbox with the VSiN Daily. Sign up for free at vsin.com/newsletter.
Responsible sports betting starts with a game plan. That means stick to a budget. Keep it social by playing with friends. Learn the game and know the odds. Play with trusted legal operators. And if you need help, reach out. If you're getting in on the action, visit haveagameplan.org to learn more.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Big day here on the network, Paulie, as we announced the new lineup here. Monday through Sunday on VSiN. Gil Alexander going to 3 hours every single day. That's going to be from 10 until 1 Eastern time. Money moves, move back. If you are just tuning in right now, they're 2 hours later in the day. They precede us here on the network. And we are going back to mornings. Sunday, that is.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you wanted 5 days a week?
I wanted it. Yes, I did.
No. That's Dave and Jensen doing a great job from Kentucky and Cleveland. We are going to be doing Sunday mornings right here on VSiN. It's not going to be Follow the Money. That's not the name of the show, and it's not going to be what you're going to get on Sundays. We're calling this the VSiN Pro Football Tailgate Show, and we're going to be on at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time, every single Sunday. We have phenomenal guests lined up. Timely, though. This makes sense, right? We're going to have Warren Sharp on the program twice. So at the beginning of the show, what he's looking at, and then as we get more news throughout the Sunday morning leading into the games, he'll come on at the back end of the show to give up his final bets. Dr. David Chow on the program after inactives are announced.
He's excited. I met him Friday.
How cool is that?
That is awesome.
And then even for guys who might be going who are banged up, what does that mean for that game? And the guru, John Hansen, on the program with prop bets. That's going to be a fast-paced, action-packed 3-hour program. Nothing but games that are coming up. Like, bam, you can feel it. We got the pulse of the games. Lines are moving. Action's flowing. Here we go, baby.
Yeah, and when we got actual games going on.
Yeah, sure.
We go across the pond when we got action.
6 times,
That's right.
I think.
I believe so.
We have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you got it.
So week 1 games that are on the board. Here's what I talked about before the break. And so I'm looking at the screen and some apps yesterday, and I noticed that Clemson flashed to a 4.5-point favorite at one of the places I was looking. Now, I'm intrigued by LSU. I want the points. I want the dog here. And I saw the 4.5 minus 115, and I'm like, that's intriguing. I should probably bet that right now. And I was doing a couple of things, get tied up, go back, sit down, get in front of the screen. Wait, where was that 4.5 at, Mitch? I'm looking all around, can't find it anywhere. I know I was not hallucinating. I saw it. It was right there on my phone. I looked at every single app. That number was gone. Most 4s are gone now. That's the game I bet. I bet LSU plus the 4 this morning because it's down to 3.5 here at Circa and many other books. Maybe it goes back to 4, but I don't think it's going to go back to 4.5 at any point.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to take LSU.
Maybe. I don't know. It's nothing but Clemson hype here.
Doesn't that scare you a little bit?
Yeah. Well, you'd be making a case then for SMU or Miami, though. And I can't make a case for Miami and Cristobal, even though I think they can beat Miami Sunday. Notre Dame Sunday. But I'm still high on SMU, but everyone thinks Clemson's winning the conference and Clemson's going to the playoff.
Right. There's so much hype. Not only that, but people think that they can win the national title, and maybe they can. Maybe they're that good. But if you go back again and look at who they defeated last year, they did not have a lot of meat on the bone.
Don't forget the Pittsburgh game. Should have lost that game.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been. They needed luck to get in the ACC title game. Yeah. Absolutely.
So the SMU game was their one really, really good win.
Yeah. Yeah. But SMU was sloppy in the first half. And then they were thoroughly outplayed in the second half.
So Nussmeier is thought of to be, a very high first-round pick next year. He came on. He was awesome last year. I have total confidence in the offense of Brian Kelly. I don't love him as a head coach.
Well, you can't like the week 1 results.
Well, yeah, he hasn't won since he moved to LSU. In fact, that's becoming a very common narrative is that LSU has not won their opening game since Joe Burrow was there in 2019. But I do like Nussmeier quite a bit, and they were the number 1 team in the transfer portal. And if I can get 4, I really wanted that 4.5. Couldn't get it, missed it. Damn it. But the 4 to me is enticing enough to make a bet, so I did.
Good. I had to take Baylor, too. I'm surprised Auburn's favored. I don't get it. 5-7 last year. They do return a lot of guys on offense, but I think Baylor can win the Big 12, and I think Baylor's going to have a good year, and that's what a way to start. You get Auburn, and then you go to SMU before you get into conference play.
I'm with you. I kind of like them as a dog as well.
Yeah, that one's I had to take Baylor in that game, and we finally saw Boise money a little bit. DraftKings went to 6.5 today.
Yeah.
So Brad Powers was making the case for them. I forgot about this because all the talk was about Georgia, and then they're practicing inside, getting ready for the humidity. taking on the Bulls. I forgot years ago when they went to Florida State and ran them out in the second half. So that was a positive for Boise. So it was 9.5, 10, got down to 6, and now we're up to 6.5 at least at DraftKings on that game Thursday. 2:30 Pacific kickoff. Big one.
That's a lot of, in the offseason here, a lot of anti-Boise money. And some belief here in South Florida overall. How big is the Ciancia loss going to be on offense?
I don't know. So you got a freshman running back. It's going to be big. Is it going to be enormous? I don't know.
Sure.
Plug and play? Certainly not to the degree with what he could do, the ultimate home run hitter. I'm a little bit concerned to what happened last year when they beat Georgia Southern on the road 56-45. That was his coming out party where he had all those touchdowns. But like Maddox, love the tight end louder. Should be a good defense, and we'll see if they're able to run the ball and maybe control in the line of scrimmage and do something in the trenches.
Yeah, I think, what if Maddox has like a terrific season?
Well, he's good.
That's certainly possible, especially against that schedule. He is really good.
Yeah.
Sure, and now, of course, they're going to miss Ciancia. I mean, 2,600 yards, 29 touchdowns overall, almost 7 yards per carry. That's irreplaceable. But so they have a new guy in that can go for, 1,400 yards, let's say, and 10, 11, 12 touchdowns? I think if you told any coach in America, like, that's what you're going to get out of your running back, they'd be, okay, sign me up. That's good enough for me.
Yep. Underwood, see how he does with Michigan. Name the starter today. If the freshman can take them to double-digit wins. And the other hype, let it go. This is so good. Number 1 against number 2 on Saturday to start it. Let me play this for you because you were out. I want to get your thoughts on this. Brett McMurphy was on from Kentucky on Circa Friday, and he brought the heat. I asked him about Arch Manning, and can he live up to expectations and the hype? Are you buying the Arch Manning hype?
No. Am I buying a Heisman ticket of Arch? No. I mean, I'm buying the hype. He's going to be very good.
Okay.
The problem is, Paulie, he's been built up so much he can't live up to it.
Well said.
Like Paul Feinbaum said he's the best quarterback since Tim Tebow. I mean, I'm waiting for Feinbaum to go on and say that Arch is going to win 4 Heisman trophies. He said everything but that.
Yeah.
Bring back Bino Cook, rest in peace. I mean, give me a break. And the issue with that, it's not fair. I think the kid will be very good. But again, I think like anything else, when you are picked and put on top of something, what happens? Everybody tries to tear you down. Everybody tries to knock you down. I'll say this. I see him there at 650 to win the Heisman. If they win at Ohio State, I guarantee you that'll drop to 3-1.
Yes.
I guarantee it. But here's a little stat for you.
Yeah.
Don't waste your money on that. It's been 11 years since the preseason Heisman Trophy favorite has actually won the Heisman Trophy, and that was Marcus Mariota at Oregon in 2014. So I don't think Arch is going to win the Heisman. Not that he deserves it. I just feel like he won't be able to live up to that. And I also don't think Texas will win the national championship. 19 of the last 21 years, the preseason AP number 1 team has failed to win the national championship. Well, congrats, Texas. You get your first number 1 preseason ranking in school history. Now you got to try to, upend history by becoming only the 3rd team in the last 22 years to win it from the number 1 ranking at the outset.
Very good.
Yep.
Good numbers. Yes. Yeah, I also agree he can't live up to the hype.
Right.
Yeah, the bars have been set too high.
Yeah. So what if he comes out, though, and they go to Ohio State this weekend, and everybody's going to have their eyeballs on that game, and he scorches that defense, and he goes for like 350 and 3 touchdowns?
It'll be 3-1.
I think it'll be less than 3-1.
Yeah, maybe.
But I can't, plus 650? No way could I bet that right now. I'd take double digits on him, but I'm not taking plus 650. And then also, like, what does this do to Texas if they go there with all this hype, and what if it doesn't go that well?
Well, I can't. That's all right. I can't. If they lose a game, if they lose by 10 points or something like that, I can't kill them. I mean, you're playing a tough place to play against the defending champs.
I'm wondering how.
I can't dock them.
I'm just curious how Sark would rebound from that, because you have all this hype. He knows about it. He's talked about how big the payroll is now. And what if it's a shellacking?
I would say that more so with Clemson. If LSU beats Clemson, then it's okay. Now
I agree with that.
That's one I would agree with.
Yeah.
Texas, I can't, because Clemson would be playing at home, and then it was like, well, what did you really accomplish last year? What, because you moved the ball against Texas? That if Texas hangs in the game against Ohio State but loses, I wouldn't dock them too much.
Yeah. Bill Connolly, his SP Plus picks, ESPN, Has Ohio State 27, Texas 20. He also has Clemson beating LSU by 2. How about this now? He has Notre Dame beating Miami 30-29. 59 combined points. The total opened 54.5. It's down to 49.5.
Yeah.
In the game.
House of horrors for him. Last 6 visits, they've been steamrolled. 0-6, average margin 27 a game. How can that be?
Who's got the coaching edge in that game?
Not our guy Cristobal.
No. It's clearly one-sided there.
Yeah.
Brett Ciancia going to join the program from Pick 6 college football previews coming up next. We'll get his reaction to Week 0 and what he likes this week in college football. On Follow the Money, it's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This season with VSiN's College Football Betting Guide, exclusive to VSiN Pro subscribers. It's packed with 136 team previews, preseason top 25 rankings, and best bets from our experts. Pro subscribers also get the NFL Betting Guide, daily best bet emails, exclusive splits, and full access to our premium betting tools. Sign up now at VSiN.com/subscribe for just $9.99 for your first 30 days. Or save 50% with an annual Pro subscription. And join us on the Sports Betting Network.
This is VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Good to have you on board here on a Monday. More college football here as Brett Ciancia joins the program. Pick 6 College Football Preview Magazine does a great job with that. Has for many, many years now. And pick6previews.com is the website, and he is on the Progressive Guest Line. Brett, good afternoon. Thanks for the time today. How are you?
Hey, doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on. It's the best time of year here. We're going to kick off week 1. Can't wait to get the season started.
Let's start here. Previous segment, I was telling the audience how I bet LSU +4 yesterday briefly on one of my apps. +4.5 minus 115 flashed. It was gone before I could bet it. Now it looks like a lot of the 4s are gone. Clemson down to 3.5. What do you make of that bet plus the 4 that I have in pocket now? And who do you like overall in this game?
Yeah, well, I think it's good value there, getting 4 points. I think they're pretty evenly matched if you think of it. They're kind of opposites. With Clemson, you have a lot of returning production, a lot of returning starters. You kind of know what you're getting. The defending ACC champs bring back 19 starters. Cade Klubnik at quarterback. All those good receivers are back. With LSU, a lot more of a mystery. They could be boom or bust this year. We know we have with Garrett Nussmeier, one of the Heisman favorites at quarterback. But really, it's how much development can this second year under Blake Baker on defense, their coordinator, how much boost can they get? They signed the number 1 transfer haul in America. And I actually have them projected as an at-large team, an at-large pick into the bracket. So I like them as a playoff team. I like them to get it done here and compete. And I think if you're talking about a toss-up game, I'll take the 4 points. I like the LSU pick.
Okay, excellent. How about another top 5 matchup? What do you think of Notre Dame going to Miami?
Well, yeah, this one, I like Miami here, and I'm going against the consensus. I know Notre Dame has a couple points as a favorite. I like Miami here, and I really like a couple things about their program with Mario Cristobal. You know he knows how to develop offensive lines. They have another one of the best in the country again this year. And talent acquisition. You know, they're top 10 in the high school ranks in the 5-year average in high school recruiting and top 10 from the transfer portal. So I like the talent that he's brought to Miami. I like that they're catching a first-time starter there with Notre Dame. They, of course, announced C.J. Carr emerged as the starting quarterback. I think it's a great roster around him, but it's a lot of pressure for a first-time starter going up against a near playoff team last year. I really thought they were strong, Miami, in 2024, and I have them back in the bracket again this year. So I went with Miami last year to win the conference. That came up short, but this year I do think they're going to contend, make it back to the playoffs. So I like Miami to upset and win at home there as the home underdog.
Very good. High-scoring game, you think? Totals about 49.5 or 50 in that game?
I would go a little lower here. I think that you're going to see Notre Dame's defense is one of the best in the country, and they've returned a lot of All-American candidates. They've been sharp under Marcus Freeman. And then I think also, Miami's defense is going to make some gains. They hired Corey Heatherman from Minnesota. That was, of course, Miami's weakness last year was the pass breakdowns and coverage. They blew they blew a couple leads. That 21-0 Syracuse lead was blown and cost them a shot at the playoffs. So I think they really, really honed in on the secondary and the transfer portal. They signed 5 4-star transfers, the most in the country in the secondary. So I think you're going to see 2 pretty solid defenses, 2 great offensive lines. They want to run the ball. So I think you're going to see a slower pace than, an under there for the points.
We got a good game Saturday night at 8 o'clock Pacific. Are you part of this move? You agree with Utah taking all this money against UCLA?
Yeah, I get a little worried when it seems like the whole country's in on this play, but I like Utah here, minus 6.5. They've had such a strong track record under Kyle Whittingham and their defensive coordinator, Morgan Scalley. So I like what they're going to have on defense. The offense has had the worst injuries I've ever seen in my life. 2023, the injury bug was incredible. Last year, their starting quarterback, Cam Rising, he got tossed into the Gatorade coolers, jammed his hand up, and then they were on to their 5th quarterback at some points in the year. So anyway, a healthier Utah team, a brand-new looking offense with this New Mexico dynamic rushing attack. They brought coordinator and quarterback over. I like this Utah team. I have them ranked in my preseason magazine. The AP, the coaches, I think, are all missing this team in the top 25. So I like Utah. UCLA, I know they signed the headliner with Nico, but otherwise, a lot of their starters were poached by the transfer portal and higher bidders at other schools. So I saw a lot of talent drained away from UCLA. So I'm going Utah here. There's no home field advantage either, guys, in that empty Rose Bowl. It's going to be all red anyway. So I think Utah wins it by more than a touchdown.
All right, very good. How about Thursday night? Now, this game is in Arrowhead, another season with Matt Rule now, number 3. in Lincoln with the Cornhuskers, and more hype this year than I think his previous 2 years. Win total 7.5, juice to the over. They're taking on a Cincinnati team, and Nebraska here. And this is going to be, again, littered with Cornhusker fans, but they're laying 6.5. What do you make of that number?
Yeah, I've heard the estimates as high as 90% Nebraska tickets being sold. So I mean, it might as well be, Memorial Stadium down there at Arrowhead. But so Nebraska is one of these preseason teams. Every year, the hype train starts going, and I think they've been under their win total for almost a decade straight. You're going all the way back to the Mike Riley years. The Scott Frost teams underperformed every year, and so far under Matt Rule, I mean, they got back to bowl season, but there's still a lot of games to be had. Here's why I think it'll be different, at least in the opening game. I think what they did to support their 5-star quarterback, Dylan Raiola, was excellent in the transfer portal. They brought in 2 starting receivers, Dane Key from Kentucky and Isaiah Hunter from Cal, and then 2 starting offensive linemen off of other great teams, with Spindler from Notre Dame's great offensive line and Elijah Pritchett coming from Alabama. So I think they put some pieces around their 5-star gem at quarterback. He's in his second season as a starter. I think they're going to go. They're going to cover this 6.5 spread, and I think they're going to hit that 7.5 win total. It's a very manageable schedule. They just got to take care of business.
How about Monday night? Nothing but anti-Belichick and pro-TCU. In some spots, it opened 3, Carolina favored, and now TCU's 3.5. What do you think of not only this game, but Belichick's North Carolina tenure?
Yeah, the Belichick story, one of the biggest of the offseason, and I'm just actually more interested in it high level. I think that by UNC bringing in all this financial investment, I think they're really showing they're serious for the future of football, maybe even trying to angle for an SEC or Big Ten bid in the coming years. Yeah. So I think big picture, it's fascinating to see UNC waking up the sleeping giant that they call themselves. But as it goes for 2025, it's such a mystery of a team. You got 70 new players coming to Chapel Hill, obviously new coordinators with the head coach. But here's the thing, very manageable schedule for UNC, and one of the best ACC draws out there. And a lot of one-score games in that conference. You just know that a Belichick team is going to be disciplined. They're not going to shoot themselves in the foot, with procedure penalties or shotgun at the goal line, stuff like this that just start to lose games. He's going to win a lot of one-score games. So, but here we are with Monday night. I like TCU. I've been high on them all summer. I got to talk to Sonny Dykes, and a lot of talent at TCU. I think they're going to win it.
Brett, we know at least a handful of people who are like ultra high on Alabama this year. I'm talking about like not only to make the playoffs, but to win the whole thing. And they're laying a huge number, basically 2 touchdowns on the road in Tallahassee. And this is Saturday afternoon. Do you like them? Do you think they take the Seminoles out to the woodshed here?
Yeah, I think they do, and I agree with some of that hype. I mean, I had them number 4 in the country in my preseason magazine. I have them playing Texas and Atlanta for the SEC title game. I know a lot have Georgia. I like Alabama this year, big picture, with Kalen DeBoer hiring his ace coordinator, Ryan Grubb. This combo together has been excellent all across college football. They got to choose their quarterback this year amongst a trio of 5 stars. But really what caught my eye was the NFL draft, where usually they send 10, 12, 13 guys to the pros. A lot of guys that could have gone pro came back to Tuscaloosa. So you have a very veteran defense, a lot of future pro players. So I like Alabama. One of my best bets win total-wise was the over 9.5. I think it was a plus money at certain points of the summer. So I think they're going to get to 10 wins. I think they're going to make it to Atlanta for the SEC title game. And I don't know if you caught this, but Florida State's quarterback was really talking some trash all offseason. So I think Alabama is going to lay it on heavy if they get the opportunity. So I'm going Alabama by 2 touchdowns plus.
Very good. What can the audience expect throughout the year when they go to pick6previews.com, Brett?
Yeah, well, we have the preview magazine still, but if you're looking for more in-season content, we have launched Pick 6 Plus. And what that is, it's a stats and information package that's emailed out every Tuesday morning, all the betting trends, situational splits, how's the team as a home favorite, how are they off a bye, last 3 years, current year, all kinds of trends. Basically, I find when the season kicks off, I have 100 tabs on my computer open. I want them to narrow it down and give the reader everything they want in one page per team. So go check it out, Pick 6 Plus.
Very good. And you can follow Brett on X. He is at Pick 6 Previews as well. Thanks for the time. Best of luck in week 1 and throughout the season, Brett. We appreciate that.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Hope to talk soon.
There you go.
Thank you.
Brett Ciancia, Pick 6 Previews, the magazine, the website, Twitter handle, the whole thing. He's got awesome numbers in the magazine. And he has been one of, if not the most accurate magazines in the country for going on 6-7 years now.
Give me a hot take. You got a hot take? Similar to McMurphy? Something?
I love my Arizona State ticket now.
All right.
You want me to go? I don't want to overreact,
Good,
but
yeah. Yeah.
I think it's going to be sloppy every time Iowa State plays an opponent. And I think K-State, I think they're good, but I don't think they're great. So the Big 12, I think it might boil down to he loves Utah. Others love Texas Tech. I was on Arizona State right away.
Yeah, good point. A lot of love for Texas Tech. I've seen a lot of people making the case for them. VCU's exclusive betting splits cut through the noise, pulling real-time data straight from Circa and DraftKings. Track the percentage of bets and handle on every game across every major sport so you can make sharper, more informed bets. Start your edge today, just $9.99. VSiN.com/subscribe. Everyone loves it. Get it now. VSiN.com/subscribe.
Win some, lose some is up next, and I can't believe the following words are going to come out of my mouth. But you have to feel really good for the guy. Find out who it is next on VSiN.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim is the only thing like it in the world.
Check out Stormy and JVT on Money Moves, only on VSiN.
And maybe that's why they wouldn't, because they're the Giants and they don't do things that make sense.
Out of all these divisions, this is the one that I am the most curious about because I do think there are positive signs for the Bears.
They'll take you on a fun, fast-paced journey, weaving in everything you need to know to make an educated bet, while also not shying away from the excitement of a same-game parlay sweat. Money Moves, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on VSiN, the sports betting network.
Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
How about Tommy Gunn? Fleetwood finally did it, and he wins $10 million in the process. 15-1. Good for him.
Paul, that's the guy I was talking about before the break.
Yes.
What do we say like every single Monday throughout the golf season? It delivers every single week.
That was comfortable, though, for him.
Here's the thing. You can't say it this week because Tommy Fleetwood was too good.
Yeah.
Words I never thought would come out of my mouth.
That's right.
But good for him, man.
Yeah.
And as Scott Van Pelt said on X, this guy had to suck it up and take it, and did so like a man after every meltdown.
Yeah.
And like no complaining, like it's on me, whatever. And now he had a chance to go out there and rejoice after finally. And you saw the smile on his face for like 10 minutes. It was awesome.
It was. Good performance. Great way to start, too. And if he had Henley, first-round leader as well. For a guy who doesn't care, all he does is cash tickets. John McVay, 6 straight covers in the preseason. Rams get it done again. Huge move in that game. Broncos Saints over 35.5 up to 39. 28-19 Denver. Packers +1 to -3. 120-7. Dolphins +2.5 to -7. 14-6. Bills +2.5 to -1. 23-19. How about them Cowboys? -1 up to -3. We trusted Joe Milton. He got it done. It was also anti-Raheem Morris. Good job, Cowboys.
I can't tell you how many people have reached out to me. Mitch, you have to watch this Cowboy show on Netflix.
You have to watch the documentary.
It's that good?
Yes.
I have not done it yet.
The Michael Irvin part is
well worth it.
Insanity. Well, you know, too, because you interviewed Jeff Pearlman about the book Boys Will Be Boys. Right. So you know some of the stuff they get into. Titans +2.5 to -3.5. Easy against the Vikings. Bears +3 to -2.5. The over 38.5 up to 43. What a comeback by Bajent. And they were great in the second half, 29-27. Western Kentucky from 7 up to 10. Nicholls State money line +350. Idaho State first half money line 12-1. Hawaii +2.5 to -2.5. Everyone had it, but they got there. WNBA, the Dream from 2 up to 6.5. Seattle 4.5 up to 8, and Phoenix 4.5 up to 7.5. All winners over the weekend. Over the weekend, also 7 of the 8 Premier League games went under the total. It's 2-1 Liverpool right now. Subscribe, be part of it.
I believe they have a red card as well.
Is it on them or Newcastle? Newcastle red.
Yeah, okay.
So this would be a big choke job if they Liverpool gives this up. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com. Our radio and podcast friends, you always want to see these tweets and videos. At Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in. We'll put you on. A viewer sent this in. Ultimate X, the only game in town?
Correct.
What is it?
Dealt 4 aces and a kicker.
Oh, come on.
And
5 play?
Upper right is 8 times.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Denomination?
Is it 25 or 50 cents, I think.
Oh, wow. $6,000. There we go.
That's a nice one right there.
Good job. FTM at VSiN.com. Absolutely.
Now, is that something where you look at it and say, how did I not have more multipliers out there than that?
No.
No, you're good? You take it?
Can't be angry. I'd be pissed if I got one time I was playing 5 play and got dealt aces 8 times. And I whiffed on every kicker. I mean, come on. That's when you get pissed off a little
boy.
bit. Come on, right? How about this? The memorabilia card collecting type 1. This is a guy paid $75 from a photographer's sale for a Tiger Woods type 1. It was associated with his Upper Deck rookie card. Sunday, it sold for $280,000.
He had a hunch?
A good eye.
When he paid the $75 for it?
At Golden Age Bid, eagle-eyed employee bought the lot, donating more than $30,000 to charity. Paid $75 for it, flipped it, sold it for $280,000. And then your big boy, we thought this would happen. We mentioned it last week. The record was set. The Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan card sold for $13 million in an auction in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Most expensive card ever. It broke the record of the 52 Mickey Mantle. It's got the jersey patch. It's autographed. One of one, $13 million over the weekend.
And we got breaking news. Newcastle goal.
They scored twice, down a man?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Make it 2 apiece. What are we talking here? 88th, 89th minute?
But that was in play. Oh, man. Thanks to the viewer who sent this in. Maybe the second greatest mural of all time behind Kobe. Look at Utah. Give me 2. Utah 2 from the movie Point Break. Gary Busey with the give me 2 dogs. Look at that with the art. That's incredible. With the guy taking the picture. Mm-hmm. What a mural that is.
He wants 2 meatball sandwiches, right?
Was it me? I thought it was hot dogs.
I think it's meatball sandwiches.
Was it meatball sandwiches? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but Humans love that. Humans loves that movie. That's incredible. Plenty of lose some. Raheem Morris, 0-6 straight up now in the preseason with Atlanta. Does not care. And Dan Quinn doesn't care either. 2-17 straight up run in the preseason. How about 30-3 Ravens? And that was 14 rip early. Jets pick up the 3. Hurt my feelings. You're at the 42-yard line. Run the ball, at least get in field goal range. That was stupid. Pass, 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 pass. Come on. Browns 2.5 up to 10. These moves were horrendous. Big moves all preseason long. Yeah. Bengals plus 2.5 to minus 2.5. Colts flogged them. Chargers plus 3 to minus 2.5, and the under 37.5 up to down to 35.5. No good. Raiders again took money. No good. Plus 3 to minus 1. Kansas State, Iowa State over 49 up to 52. Balls down at the 1. UNLV 25.5 up to 30.5. Lucky to win the game. Western Kentucky, Sam Houston under 61.5. Down to 58. Some bad beats. Brewers blow it yesterday in the 9th. They lose 2 in a row in that series.
On Bob Uecker Day.
I know. Come on. I know. Do you believe it? Sick. Great ceremony. Yeah. Bob Costas did a good job. Yelich as well. White Sox Twins over 9. 7-0 in the second inning. 8-0 final. And Iowa State, Kansas State over. Just you think, hey, you won it. No, down. Okay, take the knee. That's it. Before the line moves, sharp plays already there. They don't just follow the market. They help move it. You're not going to outsmart billion-dollar books or full-time sharps on your own. With the sharp plays, you don't have to. Powered by advanced AI, plugged into trusted insider sources. Sharp Plays delivers the edge serious bettors use every day. Free reports, real-time alerts, market moving insights, and straight to your inbox or X feed. Jeff and the crew have been doing it since 2011. Documented results, logs, transparent receipts. SharpPlays.com. Trusted by the pros, watched by the books, connected. SharpPlays.com. Stay ahead of the line. Sharp Plays.
Okay, so we have 11 minutes of extra time.
They were down 2 goals and scored twice, a man down against the defending champs.
Are we going to get one more goal? Over 4.5 goals right now, plus 201.
Yeah, draws $3.
Yeah, Liverpool to come back and win the game is like almost 4-1 right now.
Okay.
So.
Wow. Meat man.
Is that enough time? Luke, you love soccer as well. You can talk into my ear. Is there a bet to be made here? I feel like betting one more goal at higher than 2-1 right now is not the worst thing ever. Liverpool's going to press, are they not? Early in the season?
Sure, a lot of time. Why not?
There's a ton of time here yet.
Yeah.
A ton of time.
There's always shenanigans, too. And worst beats. It got me, too.
I think we got to bet that, Paul.
You see Peterborough stick one in my ear? 92nd minute, whatever that was. I'll update you on some soccer. Championship League. Sheffield United's 0-3. They've scored 1 goal the whole year. Oxford United 0-3 as well. League One, Peterborough. They're 4 losses, 1 draw. They've scored 2 goals on the year. League Two, our old friends are back and better than ever. Cheltenham Town 0-5. They've scored 1 goal and conceded 11. They are a dumpster fire. Shrewsbury Town, 4 losses, 1 draw, 2 goals scored, 12 conceded. And Crawley Town, 4 losses, 1 draw. They've scored twice, conceded 9. There is some wretched teams there in League Two, led by Cheltenham Town.
So I am far from any soccer expert. What is that? How does it change it overall that Newcastle has a red card? They're playing with 10 men.
Well, it should be enormous. But they've scored. I mean, this is supposed to happen.
No, I'm saying moving forward now. I know what's taken place. This has been an absolute miracle to get to this point. But is there any way to capitalize on this as a result of that? We've got about 8 minutes left here of extra time the way it appears.
Well, I would just take Liverpool to win 4-1. I mean, if they give up another one, that's an embarrassment. When did it happened late first half, right?
I believe. Well,
the red card happened in the first half, late first half.
Oh, so the in-play here on Newcastle was what?
Yep.
Infinity?
Big, yeah, because Liverpool scored right after the red card to go up 2-0.
Even to get a draw, it had to be...
Oh, that's a huge...
It had to be, 15-20 to 1 at that point?
Were you watching the tennis last night? Did you see the in-play back and forth with the Medvedev?
I just saw what was going
crazy.
on. It was total chaos.
Yeah.
What was it, a 5-6 minute delay? Because he was so unhappy?
I thought that guy was out of line. Come on. Serve. Let's go. Come on. Oh, it's too loud. It's 6.5 minutes. Let's go. Let's play tennis.
Up next, we'll go over NFL teams we may have changed our tune on now that the preseason is over with. And Paulie is taking a super long shot to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Find out who it is.